we are again on Sunday. Yeah, I just bought the page here to Storyteller. It looks like he has something to tell us about it. Joe cringes and puts his hand on the bloodstained page. His face contorts to a painful grimace, his voice trembling with terror. No! He is here again, the terrible grating voice, the horrific semblance of a face, the monstrous appearance, myriad of insects forming a body with 2 arms and 2 legs. He touches me, and disgusting creatures attack my flesh, covering me. They are eating me. They are hungry and will devour everything except my eyes and tongue, so that I can see this damn page, so that I can translate the runes written in the ancient, long-forgotten elven language. And I translate. It hurts so much. I tried to lie to him. I changed the translation, but he saw through my lie. He got angry. Now I'm not lying. I'm not. He takes one of the insects from my face and squishes it with his fingers over the inkwell, and dips the quill in it and writes with my blood right over the runes. And they continue to dictate. Callistra, when will this be over? Let me die. Xanthir, let me die. Oh God, such horrible torture. This poor man was tortured to decrypt my notes. He was so tormented that his suffering became thick like molasses. My mind is drowning in it. My own memories are hidden by these images of horror. I can try to get through to them, but I will need your help. Tell me everything you've seen and heard. I will try to lean on your words, to use them as a light in the darkness of my forgotten past. Takes the blood-stained page carefully, as though handling a dangerous insect. I see a magic shape. There is a force pulsating at the center. You've seen the ritual. Tell me, what was at its central point? Magic knot. Yeah, they took them the prisoners and turned him into a demon. Yes, a storm of force, spiraling into a sharp knife, and a living soul inside. In the eye of the whirlwind, there must be a living soul, for a knife is just a tool. The energies are too bright. I can't see through the glare. What did you see during the ritual? What was it like? Rift open to the abyss, I think. That's what, like, that beam he shot at him. Yes, a rift. An umbilical cord connecting the worlds, allowing not only sentient creatures, but planar energies to travel through it. I remember it, and the sound. I remember the sound. Words appealing to some force. Those performing the ritual, did they utter some incantations? Did the Vogue? I don't remember. I repeat the word. I repeated the word Revoke? Revoke, no name, an old word with tremendous power. The language to which it belongs died a long time ago, but the power of this word lives on. In the past, wizards used it in rituals when they intended to do something far-reaching and contrary to the natural order of things. By hiding their names, they protected themselves from the consequences and the wrath of the gods. Ravuk, I have no name, you will not find me. Now I remember, I know where I saw this ritual, part of it. I am one step closer to understanding what happened to me. Thank you. If you find more pages like this, please bring them to me. Maybe by putting them together, I'll be able to lift the veil on the mystery surrounding my story. Alright, did I get any XP for that? Ah. Commander, unexpected reinforcements has arrived. Not from the Queen this time. These are volunteers. A group of Kelid barbarians has come, all of them seasoned fighters. They wish to serve under your command. This tribe seems to have a bone to pick with demons. They believe that ravaging Sarkoris made the demons the personal enemies of all the people of the north. They are proud that you're a human, just like them, and say that as soon as they heard about your deeds in Kenabres and Dresden, they knew a true chief has finally come. All the barbarians are good fighters, aren't they? As you say, Commander, their groups at your disposal shortly. Balls over here. What the hell? It flanked me just like that. They have that bloodlust thing that lets them go again if they wipe out a unit, which is nice. Welcome aboard, whoever just joined. Very pitched battle as I wear down this oversized bottle of water. Yeah. Looks like the commander of this unit must have taken part in the attack on Kenabres. What else would explain the item in this chest looted from the Tower of Estrog Museum the Crusaders found? Unavoidable drill. Awesome. He gets to level up. He gets to use magic, but he's not a cleric or anything. Bane dispels bless, and bless dispels Bane? Huh. Well, this one affects all units in the army. That's the way to go then. I guess that's it for now. What do you want? Paralictor. They approach as if in military formation in lockstep, arranged so that the tallest, a white-haired elf, occupies the central position, flanked by the other two. At the same time, it does not seem as though any one of the three is the leader. Knight Commander Durden, we are representatives of the Hell Knights in No Man's Land of the World Wound. Paralictor Aminos Renth from the Order of the Gate, Paralictor Lorana Tai from the Order of the Pike, and Paralictor Garen Deothan from the Order of the Pyre. The elf, Paralictor Renth, turns his gaze to you. His voice is dry and his speech is fastidiously formal. We have come to officially greet the commander of the Fifth Crusade on behalf of the coalition of the Hell Knight Orders. The Orders have been and remain fundamentally opposed to demons and demon worshippers. We will continue to act in the no man's land of the world wound as an allied force to your armies. Yes, one of my companions, Socio, is a question for the Hell Knights regarding missing brother Trevor. I suggest that we do not drag out this already protracted meeting. I will answer questions relating to private matters later. But I'm honored to have you. Thank you, Knight Commander, and we allow us to congratulate you on your victory, Battle for Dresden. All you want to say? One more thing, our chapters intend to establish an outpost, or rather a fortified transfer point for our operations. We have found suitable ruins from the First Crusade, and we have begun making them fit for habitation. When the outpost is ready, you will be entitled, as our ally, to make use of facilities for rest and sustenance when you are making forays deeper into the wound. On that we shall take our leave, Knight Commander. Nothing we know now. For campaign, we have that back at least. Let's get this guy out of the way at least. Fireball!
I'm a fireball.
Lights, noise. And another one. to heal that up. Just a single target this time. What's my character class? I'm a paladin. The mine was once filled with the undead, but now has been cleaned. When demons get close to the mine to save themselves, the miners block the entrance, hoping to help would arrive before they starve to death. Alas, help never arrived, and those trapped suffered a truly horrible fate. Well, that's depressing. Paladins are pretty solid. Take him off the board right away is what we do. Ow! Ooh, wow, that hurt. Immunities to electricity and fire, yes. Heroism, all of my champions. Calling the assault is complete. Okay. Took us long enough, didn't it? That's what I wanted. I wanted to check out the Temple of the Good Hunt. Because we passed by it, but we never visited it.
Follow me.
Pile of bones. Skullberry, eh? I will take those.
March on.
Kayado. Young cleric of Era still greets you with a shy smile. What an honor it is to see you again, Commander. Welcome to the Temple of Delamere the Blessed. As the temple's prior, I offer my greetings. At the word prior, the priest's face blushes pink. And who are you? Call me Coyote the Shepherd Boy. Well, that's what they used to call me, but it's not very fitting for a priest, is it? I come from a village near the last wall. I've always been drawn to Aristil, even as a child. A cleric by the name of Jihad once passed through our village. Kind old man. He looked me in the eye, a silly little kid, and said, I see you're going to serve Aristil just like myself, and so I did. When I heard about your crusade, I set out to join it just like my heart was telling me to do. At first, I served as a novice under the venerable Rathamus, but now he's gone and I've been left on my own. Rathamus and I marched on Dresden with your forces. We fought in your hosts, and then, when the demons were driven out, I came here. This temple is centuries old. Aristil's worshippers would have come here in their hundreds in the past, but even now, we get the odd pilgrim wandering in. That's why I want to take over this temple. Someone ought to take care of this sacred place. Tell me more about the temple and everything connected to it. Where to begin? The temple is dedicated to Delamere. Oh, I mean, of course it is a temple of Aristil, but Delamere was the prior of this temple. I mean, no, I'm the prior of this temple, and she is like its blessed mother's superior, its patroness. It's like to be a prior? Oh, it's terrifying. I live here alone, you see. People travel a great distance to come here, but I have been given an important task here in the World Wound. These temples are needed more than ever so that people don't lose their faith. But that doesn't stop my legs shaking in terror. When I think of my teacher Rathamus, rest his soul, I just feel like running away. I swear I would have run long ago, but one thing keeps me here. Aristil would not have granted me these spells for no reason. I cannot let him down, or the people. I can't let them down either. You say you're a coward, but you're in no hurry to leave this place, even though nobody's keeping you here. I knew from experience how scary it is to be alone surrounded by strangers. You're not as weak as you think you are. You're stronger than most. Yes, this place frightens you. If you're still here, you should be proud of that. Aristil is with me. If my faith is strong, his antlers will protect me from evil demons. He won't let them devour me. And about Delamere. She lived in these parts back when Sir Forrest was still standing. She was a priestess of Aristil, and the Kellids deeply respected her for her hard nature and unshakable faith. Aristil blessed her with various wonders, and common folk knew that she would stand up for them. Delamere did not like city life. She said cities encourage vile deeds and corruption of the soul. She said people ought to live in small clans where everyone knows everyone, where everyone is kin, and where every person has a duty to the rest. You can't hide your sins in the village. In a village, everyone knows what kind of person you are. She had a revelation, and she would travel around villages and see how many people lived there. If any settlement had more than 53 souls, she drove out the rest and told them to settle elsewhere. Because otherwise the villages would have grown and turned into little towns. Her methods were harsh, of course, but people listened to her because Aristil himself was on her side. She had an edge to her. She single-handedly chased off whole bands of marauders that harassed villagers. And after she died, this temple was built in her honor. This is the place where Aristotle gifted her with his relics. They say it was here that a white stag emerged from the forest and spoke to her in a human voice, telling her that she should hunt it, because it was the will of her lord. Delamere trekked that stag for 3 days and 3 nights through the forest, and when she ran it to the ground, she made its antlers into a bow and its hide into armor, and that bow never misses, and Aristotle himself blessed the armor so it repels strikes of enemies. I don't share her views, but I respect her faith. Even I think she was a hard woman. Can it truly be wrong for more than 53 people to live in one place? And if there are 54, does the moral decay and treachery begin immediately? But that is my foolishness and ignorance talking. The wisdom of Aristotle was revealed to Delamere. She must have understood unique mysteries underpinning the world. What about Aristotle's teachings? He is an old god from back when times when there were no such things as towns. Simple he is, and good, and he wants people to be the same. He wants them to live in small settlements where everyone knows each other. He wants them to value simple joys of life and not vacuous pandering. He wants people to earn their bread honestly through hunting, crafts, farming, and fishing. He especially prizes hunting, of course, on its sustenance rather than sport. He is both stag and hunter. He favors both guises. Aristotle does not like finery, and he demands no special ceremonies. He used to simply appear before hunters and rangers and offer his wisdom. But when he is angered, he is terrifying. If someone harms the country folk, takes pleasure in hurting animals, or spoils the crops, that person will take an arrow from Aristotle, and his bow knows mercy. It is the father of all bows for Aristotle who taught people how to shoot. Everything is clear. I see anything suspicious? No, everything's quiet here. There's nothing going on in this temple, that's for sure. Pilgrims have said there's a dragon flying around the area, snatching up travelers, and others say that's just a rumor. There's quiet here in my temple. That's old news, man. I killed that dragon like weeks ago. Alright, I'll go.
Now what is that? I hope you appreciate this.
Begging you, don't go in there. Where does this door lead? What door? Ah, the door. It leads to the cellar. There's nothing interesting behind that door. And some terrible secrets. You're lying. You have a dark secret that's eating you up inside. Rid yourself of it. Something bad is happening to you. And I'm not going to harm you. But you can only help yourself. Gaze at you with wide, awestruck eyes and falls to his knees. Determination and contrition ring clear in his voice. I repent, Commander. I am a prisoner of Baphomet's witch, Zanedra. She came one night, threatened me, and forced me to let her into the crypt. She said that her friends would be coming here, and then she placed a curse on me. If I allow anyone other than the initiated servants of Baphomet into the crypt without her permission, a brood of rats will appear on my stomach that will gnaw me from the inside out. Nasty. So I panicked like a coward. I said nothing to anyone, but I know they are wreaking abominations in there, in my temple. But you're right, no one can help me apart from myself, and my faith is strong. The next time that accursed witch comes here, I'll show her who's biggest turnip in this field. I'll lie in wait in the crypt, and then I'll attack and burn her bones to ash. I would ask for your help, but I suppose you wouldn't want to sit around here waiting for Zendar to appear. You have your own duties, of course, as commander, and even if I did let you into the crypt, Zendar's curse would kill me on the spot, so I'll have to manage on my own. You can count on me. Especially if I'm a peasant. That's nature. Can't I just cast like a anti-curse spell on him? I have the key, but right, you have to. Balance of consciousness should give me the key.
The goddess protects us.
Move curse.
My will is resolute.
Bloody remains of a person lying out in plain view. Marks of blows left by gnawing teeth, some of them human.
I'll watch your back.
Operane sentes.
Blessing. Lord be to Baphomet, Lord of Ivory Labyrinth, unbridled consort of Lamashtu, father of the Horned Brood. Connive, maul, rut, and build labyrinths of lies in his honor. This is the will of his chosen priestess of Cinder. Main picture of a bull's head drawn in blood. Diary, eh? Here is 3 days old. What a happy day. Strong enough to hold a quill again, and I can write of my joy. My prayers have been answered at last. I prayed desperately for many years to the goddesses of beauty and fertility, but they have only responded with silence. Mother Lamashtu alone answered my prayers. Finally, Mira was born. It was difficult for me to bear her for 9 months, but looking into her golden eyes and seeing her pretty smile, I realized that all the hardships were worth it. Those terrible rituals I wish I could forget. Such a pity that my husband didn't live to see this day. Mira was 6 months old. The wet nurse refused to feed her. She said the baby bit her breasts too hard and sucked out the blood. What nonsense! True, my girl was born with teeth. That doesn't make her a bloodsucker. She's my angel. Sure, the humps on her back will develop into little wings. 5 years old. Mira's 5, but I still breastfeed her. She just won't let go of me. I'm the only one who can bear her little teeth. The servants leave us, one after another. They say they're frightened by rustling in the night. The girls discover bite marks and bruises on their arms and legs in the morning. The housekeeper was the last to leave. She said she woke up in the night to the sound of scratching up above the ceiling beam. She swears she looked up and saw Mira crawling across the ceiling. She showed me claw marks on the wood too, but of course I told her it was all ridiculous. My baby sleeps blissfully at night, but the silly woman packed her things nevertheless. She is 5.5. Mira loves me so much, it's impossible to pull her away from my breast. It worries me that she doesn't want to eat vegetables. The cook complains that the little girl sneaks into the kitchen and snatches pieces of raw meat right from her hands. My poor old girl, no one wants to be friends with her, that's why she plays such strange games. She's 6. The cook has vanished, probably ran away in secret. Mira slept all day, her little tummy is so bloated. I'm afraid she might have contracted illness from the uncooked meat. 6 and 1 month. I found what was left from the cook in the compost pile. I don't know what kind of animal chewed off her breasts and ripped chunks of meat from her stomach. A wolf, perhaps? A rabid dog? Absent-minded. I didn't hear Mira come close. She laughed joyously, pointing her little finger at the rotting remains. A child's innocence. She didn't even realize what she was looking at. This may be the last thing I write in life. My milk is not enough for Mira anymore. She wants more from me. The wounds from her little teeth get deeper and deeper. Now I understand what happened to the cook. I am afraid, but I am her mother. I must be strong, give my child everything I can. Mira is near. I can hear her crystal laughter. Great Mother Lamashtu, I beg you, care for her when I'm gone. She has no one but us. Antler of monstrous proportions, set in steel. I'm gonna brace yourself for this one. Burial rites fulfill several functions. They mitigate the psychological strain of parting with the deceased, they neutralize the source of disease-causing miasmas, and they suppress the spread of cannibalistic and necrophiliac acts against society at large. There are many ways of disposing of a corpse. Burning, dissolution in harsh chemicals, ingestion by all members of the community. By far the most popular method is burial. The grave protects the corpse against carrion eaters, serves as a place of remembrance, proclaims the merits of the deceased, and gives a special importance when all safety measures are taken. Grave burial prevents the deceased from coming back and visiting their still living relatives. Commander examines the stone sarcophagus resting in the crypt of the Temple of Aristil. It was used as a feasting table for demons until very recently. Bones are scattered across the stone top of the sarcophagus. Some are easily identifiable as human finger bones. A human eyeball floats unappetizingly in a clay bowl. Next to it lies a half-gnawed ribcage. Commander's sides. Examine the symbols on the sarcophagus. At first, the symbols are unfamiliar to the commander, but his eyes soon land on the familiar combination of letters. Delamere. This is the name of Cleric Caiado mentioned in his conversation with the commander. This sarcophagus undoubtedly contains the body of a priestess of Aristil, Delamere the Blessed. It is unlikely that the young cleric would have read this inscription, written as it is in such an ancient tongue. However, the information Caiado provided is enough to help the commander unravel the mystery. On the lid of the sarcophagus, the symbols form a circle. The commander notices that seemingly solid slab is actually composed of several pieces in this spot. The hairline joins between the fragments are almost impossible to see. At Sarkoris, there existed a funeral tradition which priests would place magic seals, such as this, on tombs. The symbols on the seal are threatening. I guard the eternal sleep of Delamere. Cursed be any who dare destroy me. Say a prayer to Aristil. Durden recalls an old Celtic prayer to Aristil. As soon as he utters it, the symbol on the stone begins to glow. When a click, the seal crumbles to pieces and the lid of the sarcophagus slides open. Inside the sarcophagus lie the remains of a female archer. The bones are held together by leather armor covered in the same symbols as those on the sarcophagus. The skeleton's hands are clutching an impressive bow made from antler. Surprisingly, there was no unpleasant smell to remains, Commander. Probably going to come back to life and attack me if I try taking them, eh? Reveling touches the relics and close the lid of sarcophagus. Suddenly, Commander feels a rush of fresh air out of place in the cellar. It carries the scent of rain, the sound of dense forest, the mighty roar of the mountain river. Commander's body is overflowing with the power, and the bow seems to yearn to be in his hands, now suffused with abundance of strength. The strange sensation passes, leaving only a pleasant freshness. Cool and fresh. So fresh and so clean. Okay, so now what do we do?
Onwards.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Turns out I didn't dispel that curse after all.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. This is my path.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Something over there.
I am helpful, am I not?
All the notes for storyteller.
I am helpful, am I not?
Well, looks good. Oh, just a little army. You see that? Puny level 3 army. Summoned units don't count, I forgot about that. Pitfall? This isn't Pitfall, it can't get on the Atari. Why not? $222. That was moderately painful, I admit. Ow! Yay! Huge cliffs had been hewn into the rocky land, leaving only a high, narrow passage, wide enough for a rank of only 5 soldiers. Demons put up a fierce defense over the cliffs above, but were slaughtered, so now Crusaders can take control of this advantageous defensive position.
Let us be off.
Ancient Ghosts. You are surrounded by a lonely, empty landscape. In front of you, a solitary figure stares into the fire. The flames illuminate his ghostly form. His features are concealed beneath a mask. You hear the muffled wail of the wind in the distance, like a child crying for its mother. Well, would you look at that? An adventurer has arrived. The figure's face is hidden behind the mask, but it sounds friendly, although you detect a note of sadness in his voice. When he speaks again, however, his tone is cold and emotionless, as if reciting a text he memorized long ago. You are searching for an ancient knowledge, but the path to the heart of mystery can only be revealed to the one most worthy. However, all it takes are a few small steps to set you on the path of discovery. So put yourself to the test. Answer my questions with the knowledge you possess, and prove that you are worthy of possessing far greater knowledge. Who are you? Does not matter. I'm not the answer. I'm not the question. I'm simply the one who asked the question. Alright, ask me and I'll answer. First question is not intended to be difficult. The ghostly figure gestures with his hand, and a leaf appears. He holds it out to you, and notice that almost as big as the palm of his hand, the leaf appears fresh and vibrant. Tell me, which tree does this leaf belong? That's, for Nenio. That's something she should be able to answer. I don't know. Knowledge is the reward you seek, but ignorance is the reason to seek a reward. Unable to answer my question, but I will show you how to reach the core of the riddle. Solve its puzzle will take you one step closer to the knowledge you desire. Strong melodious sound fills the air. The ghost stands up hastily. I've been released. The demonic spell is gone. The ghost's voice changed. His tone is no longer cold and emotionless. Listen to me, adventurer. I'm a dead man forced to keep an eternal watch. I am a spirit bound by a spell. Magic forces me to say all this nonsense about knowledge and rewards, and it also prevents me from telling you who condemned me to this fate, or what happens within the heart of mystery. However, there are things that I can tell you. You'll have to hurry, though. I only have time to answer a single question, for the spell sends me back to oblivion. Why would anyone go to this trouble to find the most worthy? What's the point of these puzzles and riddles? To answer that question, I'm forced to part of this, but I do not know the purpose of my enslavement. The power that binds me wants adventurers to solve riddles. That is all I know. I am supposed to tell adventurers that my questions are a test to see if they are worthy. In reality, however, they are nothing more than bait. They're meant to lure adventurers to the reward that awaits them in the heart of mystery. Barely managed to finish the sentence. A sudden burst of magical energy surges through his body, disappears without a scream. Well, that's ominous. Any new decrees I can do yet? Report. Korad Mezda's army was undone, along with his plans to retake Dresden. The arrogant leader of the demonic host did not deign to join the fight in person. He took the fight, abandoning his soldiers. My voice is awesome for this game. Well, thank you very much, Mela Sombra. I really appreciate that. Wonder if they'd hire me to do voiceovers. Alright. I appreciate the compliment. Zombies, ghouls. Go for a blessing here. Some horse on horse battle here. She'll stab you a second time. Bonus to attack. That hand save. That's probably better though. Oh, what am I doing here? Enough out of you. Soften him up a bit, maybe. Drinks are on me, guys. During the First Crusade, the Radiant Saren Ray performed a miracle here, granting the Crusaders victory in a battle that was otherwise lost. Years later, during the Second Crusade, the Knights of Mendev clashed with the army of the Abyss here once again. They fought to the bitter end, but the miracle was not repeated. The carnage was atrocious, and those who fell found no repose, rising again as undead. Now they have found peace in the flames of bonfires. The Crusaders cleansed the blood from the dirt, and the statue of the Sun Goddess lifting with trembling hands a sacred golden symbol from her chest, a relic long believed to have been lost. Oh boy, here's a lore dump. In the course of the First Crusade, a group of Serenry worshipping healers went to the aid of Galfrey's army. However, the dark of the night, they were attacked by a gang of demons and demon-worshipping cultists, who had edged into their rear. Though once skilled in battle, the clerics and healers fought desperately, repelling one attack after another. But the sides were not evenly matched. No one was left to repel the final attack. All of Serenray adepts were wounded. No one was able to raise their swords, so they met the enemy with prayer, and a miracle happened. The morning broke an hour early. The first rays of dawn expelled the demons into the abyss. The light healed the most terrible wounds of the mortals and brought the fallen, whether righteous or sinful, back to life. Both the believers and the misguided shed their tears. They fell to their knees as one and prayed to the bright goddess for forgiveness, and forgiveness was granted. Not a single mortal died on that bloody night. The last of the brightest ray of dawn blinded everyone and took the shape of the sacred symbol of Serenray. They named the relic the Faultless Daybreak and placed it in the breast of a statue mounted on the site where the miracle had happened. Well, okay then. My timing. What do I do with that formation? You web me? How dare you? That's unfortunate. Probably have to keep your guys all clustered up so they're able to cover each other. Pretty much formulaic at this point. The grove had long been dry and dead. The spiders that once occupied it have been slaughtered. Monstrous web cocoons hang from the branches, containing the remains of their victims and a certain number of useful items that marks they were not dissolved by spiders' gross drool. And there we go, some new chainmail. And with that, my friends, I will bid this episode to close. Thank you to Melisambra for the follow and the chit chat. I'll see you next time. Hope you follow along. You can find me on YouTube as well. And I'll see you later. Bye bye.